Fit in 10 Nation, it is day 32 of the Fit in 10 challenge. And I'm going to get right into some food here because, well, I have had numerous people ask me about different foods, so I'll just kind of chop at them one by one. I'll try to do one per day, and of course I want to address foods that are convenient because this is easier for you. And so somebody was asking me about larabars. This bar actually saved my life, believe it or not. I was trying to make weight. Okay, I'll give you a quick story here. I was trying to make weight for a class that I was trying to get into, bodybuilding class at the North Americans this year. And long story short, I had to lose 18. I had to lose 18 pounds, or I ended up losing 18 pounds in 18 hours. The last 6 pounds came off in the sauna, and I didn't eat for a long time because I didn't want to have anything that would make my weight go up. Like, I didn't eat for pretty much 24 hours. But all the cardio that I did to lose extra water and the sauna caused me to pass out. So, and I didn't pass out from dehydration. I passed out from low blood sugar. So, anyways, a friend of mine was there, and he literally stuck this in my mouth when I passed out, and sprung me back to life. Anyways, thankfully there was no ambulance ride. That would have been very costly. Although I did have insurance, but I don't know if they would have covered me. That's another issue, right? It's one thing to have insurance, a whole other thing whether they're going to cover you. All right, so anyways, see, I digress here. All right, so how are these bars? Okay, well, these bars are not bad, except they're just low in protein. That's the problem with them. They're low in protein, so they don't stack up well against the ISO bars that I carry. However, I do like these bars. I think they are a great bar. And one of the reasons why I think they're a great bar is because, again, just like the ISO bars, these are made with all whole food ingredients. So dates, this flavor in particular, is dates, peanut butter, chocolate chips. I mean, you can argue that chocolate is not a whole food, but I mean it's a pretty basic food. Roasted peanuts. That's it. So basically, dates, peanut butter, chocolate chips, and roasted peanuts. There's other ones out there. Like I've got another flavor just in the other room there, and it doesn't have chocolate in it, so it's just dates. I think dates, peanut butter, cashews, and apple. And when you eat them, they really taste like there's a lot more in them than what they say. So, macros in these things, they're reasonably calorically dense. Okay, for such a small bar, this is a little over 200 calories. It does have 12 grams of fat, so it's pretty high in fat. 22 grams of carbohydrates. There are 4 grams of fiber in here, so that's really good. And of course, only 6 grams of protein. If these were higher in protein, they would be like they would basically be like an ISO bar. So, not a bad bar. You could have this, no problem. Just add some protein to it, and you've got a decent meal there because you've got carbs and fats here. You just need some protein. Okay, so you could couple this up with a protein shake or some Greek yogurt or a bowl of cottage cheese. This doesn't really go well with a steak, right? You kind of need some rice or potato with a steak. But protein shake or something, this would go really well with it. All right, more questions, comments, concerns from you. Somebody asked me, intervals are making me lightheaded and goosebumpy. Is this normal? I'm going to guess that you are doing cardio on an empty stomach. So if you are doing this on an empty stomach, it sounds to me like your blood sugar levels are getting low. So my suggestion to you is to eat something before you do your cardio. If you're not doing this on an empty stomach, let me know. But I'm assuming it's empty stomach or you haven't eaten for a long period of time, okay? I'm going to guess that you're probably doing this in the morning, empty stomach, but let me know if that's not the case. Sounds to me like low blood sugar levels. Okay, even if you just had some protein in the morning, just protein alone, that would make a big difference. Okay, so try that. You can give me some more details on this if I didn't make the correct assumption here. But I think I'm based on what you said. I think I'm probably right. Okay. People are talking about watching their calories, or they tell me that they didn't get their macros, they got their calories. So don't worry about your calories, just get your macros, because your macros make up your calories, right? But your calories don't make up your macros. You see what I'm saying? So if you just focus on calories, it's, you could have all your, in theory, you could have all your calories as sugar, you could have all your calories as protein, you could have all your calories as fat. But that's not what I want. I want you to get a ratio of, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Okay? So don't focus on your calories. I don't care about your calories. I only care about your macros. If you get your macros, those will equal the calories that you're supposed to have. Okay? So focus on your macros. Okay? I only give you calories because people are always asking, like, what are my calories? What are my calories? So that's why I give it, or else I just wouldn't give it. Okay. Knees are bothering me when I do squats. Okay. You're talking to somebody who has, like, injured their knee 100 times, okay? Like, and I've had multiple surgeries on my knee, and I've had multiple problems with my knee. My knee feels like I have broken glass in it and bones that are not connected, okay? And I literally mean that because I have a hypermobile fibula. I have a bone that dislocates very easily. In fact, it pretty much dislocates, it subluxes, which is basically a minor dislocation, pretty much daily. So I've just had to learn to deal with it. So I can tell you for sure, 900 or 9,999 people out of 10,000 would not squat. I squat because I figured out a way to do it, and that it's a little bit advanced what I'm going to tell you here, and I don't really know any other better way to put it than I just really connect to the musculature around my hips, and I sit back when I squat, so I take a lot of tension off the knees. In fact, I don't feel any tension in my knees. I feel the most tension actually go towards my glutes. So consequently, I've built like really large glutes, and that's just been by accident because I've just had to really. If you turn on your glutes, if you work on squeezing your glutes both on the way up and on the way down in a squat, you're just gonna notice right away any tension in your knees is gone, and that's what I have to do. The other thing is that when I lower the weight, this goes in general for people who have sore joints or sensitive joints. Whatever movement you're doing that's affecting that joint, do the movement very slow on the eccentric. Okay? So the eccentric is basically when the muscles at hand are going through a stretch phase, not a contraction phase, not a shortening phase. It's when they're going through that stretch phase. So on a squat, it would be on the way down. Go very, very slow. Okay? When I squat, especially as I go heavier, I literally do my reps. I probably take 6 to 7 seconds lowering the weight on every rep. Sounds a bit ridiculous, but it works. Okay? And it makes the muscles work that much harder. Okay? Because that's what you want. You don't want the joint to take the impact. You want the muscles to take the impact. That's how they're going to get stronger. Okay, how am I doing for time? Holy shit. Oh, if there's no kids watching this, my apologies. 9 minutes in. Let's get to the message of the day. Okay. It goes like this, folks. Success is connected with action. Successful people keep moving. Keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. Don't give up. Because this is the week of quitting, right? So hence all these quotes about quitting or about not quitting. Now I will say this. I hate this successful people because in my mind there's no such thing as a successful person or an unsuccessful person. There's just a person who is successful at doing something. Okay? I think there's many things I'm successful in life, and there's many things I'm not successful at in life. And so there's no such thing as we love to. I'm going off a tangent here. We love to categorize people. You're good, you're bad. This person, would only do this, this person would only do that. But, the reality is that, we are ever evolving, hopefully, and we are learning and we are changing and we are, we have different personalities too. This is true, right? Just some days we're moody, sometimes we're not. So, anyways, my point is here is that when you want to be successful at whatever goal you're working towards, you've got to stay, married to that goal. You've got to stick with it, okay? And that's just been, that's when I look at everybody that's been successful in whatever they've been working towards. It's been the number one thing. It hasn't been that they've been super smart. It hasn't been that they've been super gifted. It hasn't been that they've been, lucky. I mean, some people get lucky, but it's more than anything. It's just people, they don't quit. They just keep going. And I think I told you guys about my business coach, Bedros, who, this guy, suffered for 22 years. He suffered. He has so much bad luck, and so many things happened to him, and he just persevered because he wanted to accomplish what he eventually accomplished. So it's not always an easy road, right? So once again, success is connected with action. All right, so you got to continue to take action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit, right? Mistakes are inevitable. It's how we learn. It's part of the process. Just keep moving forward. And you got to know that that's just, you know what, the way I look at it is if you're making mistakes, you're making progress. And it sounds ridiculous, right? But it's true. Because whenever you take those steps forward, there's always going to be risks. There's going to be inherent risks, or however you want to look at it, or inherent problems, or whatever. The only way you're going to avoid making mistakes or, avoiding any kind of problems is just to not do anything, right? So just accept that as part of the process. It's the way it goes, okay? All right, that's it. 13-minute video. Terrible. All right. Submit and commit for the love of God. Quit fighting this challenge. Just take it all in and do as you're supposed to do. Don't fight it and then think about it and then get anxiety over it and then wonder why you couldn't do it. Just do it and, make it happen, okay? Positive energy, positive vibes. Did you give gratitude? I want you to give some gratitude. Write me some gratitude, for God's sakes. Write me some gratitude. I want to know what you're thankful for. Give me 5 things. Trust me, you'll feel better after doing it. And as always, for the love of humanity, for the good of this earth, for the good of the next generation, for the children, believe in yourself. All right, I'll talk to you guys all soon. How many clicks is this going to take? I thought I had this down. Okay, I think I do, right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. You can see Martine. Have a good night.